recent study has shown that out of 1,000 working professionals, about 50% of people are suffering from toxic relationships. They are not facing these problems, but also find hard to break up and come out of the relationship.
I thought he was the love of my life. And he was. He was, but he was also this other thing.
What have you lost as a result of Miss Heard making these allegations against you?
Nothing less than everything. No matter the outcome of this trial, I'll carry that for the rest of my day.
However, it is always advisable to leave and come out of toxic relationships, but people always get confused while deciding this. So, do you want to know whether you are living in a healthy or toxic relationship? In the first half of this video, I'll show you the key signs of a toxic relationship, and the second part will be about how to come out of toxic relationship. Welcome to Lifestyle Therapy channel. Stay tuned. You are controlled by your partner. No matter if your relationship is new or 15 years old, taking care of you by your better half and making a clear level of understanding between both of you is really necessary. Things such as ordering coffee for you or making vacation plans with you is always a soothing experience. Whereas things get quite messed when another person starts to take you for granted and try to control your in and out in every way. In other words, you are starting to lose your freedom and start to feeling like in prison or even worse than hell. However, no one ever has a right to control your freedom by giving lame excuses such as for your security, jealousy, or any other reason. These are not healthy relationships. When sex is used as a tool to manipulate, sex is another crucial activity in a relationship that unites two people and even increase love and affection between partners. However, if you are feeling that sex is not just an enjoyable and pleasant experience, then break up. Understand whether it is becoming a tool to manipulate you for some selfish reasons, then it is a clear sign that your relationship is turning into toxic. Zero efforts of love. Standing alone and doing alone all the efforts is just another cause and symptom that your relationship is a toxic one. When you always seek for attention, love, care and support, but there is not a single effort from your partner for you, then it seems not to be healthy for your relationship. Additionally, giving love and taking care of your partner and thinking you would get the same is the biggest mistake. People always underestimate the efforts of being loved and things start turning to be toxic and harmful for relationship. Your growth and their insecurity. Growing in society with your partner's support is always a fantastic experience. However, if your partner is getting jealous or becoming insecure with your growth, then it will soon become a toxic thing. Even people sometimes try to create hurdles in your way of growth, which makes the relationship worse. This toxic sign clearly warns you to come out of it and move on for your own good. Respect. Mutual understanding and respect makes the relationship more reliable and trustworthy between partners. It always feels nice to get respect from your partner in private or publicly as well. It shows the true love and affection between the two of you. On the other hand, if your partner is pushing your respect at risk in front of others, then it's a warning sign for you. Insulting on little things or trying to defame you publicly is the big cause and a clear indication of toxic relations. Recognize it's time to go. Do you feel unhappy more than you feel happy with this person? Do you feel guilty or fearful about wanting to end things? Do you ever dread having to be with him or her? If you're nodding your head, then it may well be time to go. Making the decision to end it will be one of the most difficult parts of the process. Relationships don't usually go bad overnight. The negative things slowly build up over time. It can be difficult to see just how bad it really has become when you're right in the middle of it. But if things are to change for the better, then you must assess the situation. Take a step back and assess your relationship. Most relationships have their good as well as their bad aspects. If you concentrate only on the bad things as you end the relationship, this might push you at risk of being surprised by your own emotions and slipping back into the old patterns of responding. It's best to acknowledge some of the positive things you had in the relationship, no matter how few or how long ago, but don't focus on these aspects either. Recognize that the bad things are outweighing the good, and that they probably have been for quite some time now. You really deserve so much better, tough as it may be. Isn't it time to finally move on? Be selfish. Now it's the time to focus on yourself. When you've been in the habit of giving so much of yourself to another person, it can feel strange to begin to focus on yourself. It shouldn't feel this way. While being childishly selfish is not the most mature of qualities, there is another kind of selfishness, a healthy self-interest that is not only a wonderful growing-up quality, but the precursor of earned self-respect and robust self-esteem. Isn't it time now to take care of your own needs? Develop a plan of action. How will you break up with your partner? Just how will you respond if they try to bully you or beg you to stay or return? What will you do in those weaker moments when you miss your partner terribly and you're dying to contact them? Having a plan in place can help you to follow through with your decision. If you can anticipate some of the things that are likely to happen when you tell your partner and how can calmly and wisely respond, you will be less likely to go back on your decision. Now what? You have been putting a lot of energy into this relationship and you've probably been doing it for quite some time. Now it's over, you might well find yourself with a space to fill. You need to consider how you are going to fill this possible void. What activities have you let fall to the wayside since you've been in that old, stale relationship? What remains for you to newly discover? Now's the time to again take up those favorite activities, the ones you used to enjoy, and to try out some brand new ones too. Stick to your guns. Once you really have taken the decision to end things, there may be moments of doubt or weakness when you will be tempted to change your mind and go back on your decision. You are the only one that knows what is best for you. Don't allow your partner to guilt you into staying, and don't let well-meaning friends and family bully you one way or another. Only you know what you need. This really is your life. Isn't now the time for you to live it? Create a support network. No matter how difficult your relationship has been, there were things you relied on your partner for. He or she may well have been the person you turned on after a trying day, or maybe they were the only person there. Regardless of the kind of day you had, make sure you have the support of trustworthy friends and family who will listen to you and help you when you're feeling down. If there is no one you can feel you can safely turn to at the moment, then perhaps you could talk to your doctor and ask them to refer you to a counselor or an organization that might be offer help. Reach out and make contact. There is really a whole big world out there, and it really isn't so very scary.